So this video is all about sharing my first impressions and 1 week impressions really with this behemoth of a lens, the Canon EF 100 to 400 millimeter, and you'll notice I've got this thing rigged up pretty interestingly. Also, I had the 1.4x extender that I rented along with it. So that's what this video is all about. Let's get to it. Guys, welcome. My name is Belal Khan, marketing by profession, media by passion, coming at you from Space City, aka Houston. Normally I would do this from my studio, but I got daddy duty today this morning, and so we're gonna have to do it right here from my little office nook, featuring baby here. Say hi, say hello YouTube. This lens here, renting this thing was a dream come true. Several years back, we had visited Hawaii with the missus, and at the time I didn't really understand or know much about focal lengths and things like that, but at the end of our trip we came upon this lookout in which this was going to be our last sunset in Hawaii, and I wanted to capture it. All I had with me was a cell phone, Pixel, and my GoPro, and we tried to capture the sunset as best as we could. But the thing that I wanted, I was like, how would I capture like that big Lion King like sunset? Or in the case of Lion King, it was a sunrise. And after searching and studying, I came to understand that, the idea of compression and focal lengths and the way that you can make the sun look big is you got to zoom into it, literally, and not zoom in like digitally where you're degrading the image, but you need essentially a telescope. This is a telescope, right? And so when I understood that, I basically put it on my bucket list or lens roadmap to make it a point to rent an ultra telephoto lens sometime in 2020. I gotta tell you, this lens is an absolute dream. You want to come back? There are several lenses like this, okay, in terms of the ultra telephoto zoom lenses, but why this lens specifically? Well, for starters,
yo, Hamza, take a look at this. It's like I'm on a tripod. I can focus like. Can I go further?
But look at how it's stable it is too.
Oh boy.
Now you just want to drop things. No, okay, that's the camera's power. Okay, we're just gonna do the whole video like this. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So anyway, one of the challenges with a lens like the 80-200 and even the 70-200 is that the minimum focusing distance of the lens, meaning how close you can get to your subject. Stop eating my ear. How close you can get to the subject is limited, right? You can't get that close. And so one of the you just want to, okay, all right, that's the microphone. We'll do this one-handed. One of the benefits of this kind of lens is that I can get very, very close with the subject. And so it almost acts like a macro lens. So what? It's like I want to climb. Like either you're trying to climb up or you're trying to climb down. Which one is it? In the case of this lens, particularly, the center of gravity, like there's no way I'm gonna handle the lens like this. It's just becomes so front heavy. You're gonna be straining your wrist. It's time for this kid's bedtime. I'll be back. As I was saying, one of the major benefits of this lens is that the minimum focus distance in terms of how close I can focus with it is fantastic. The distance between me and the camera I'm recording with right now is literally arm's length, just over 2.5 feet maybe. So I got long arms. But now if I were to take this and focus like literally right here, Now, keep in mind, on a GH5, I'm getting a 2x crop. So right here, like this is how close I can focus. I can pull back and I get the lens. I lean forward a little bit and I can even focus right in on the subject. Now, here's a beautiful thing. Now, I am going to shut off the GH5's stabilization. Pay attention to, and this is the thing that just completely blew me away when the first time I opened up this lens and I operated it. The thing that just blew me away was how well the man. It's like first time I use autofocus, I'm like, oh my god, I've been missing autofocus. First time I use really good stabilization, I'm like, oh my god, I should have had stabilization a long time ago. Just pay attention to this, right? So right here, so press record. So stabilization is off, and I'm trying my best to keep this whole thing in focus. And mind you, the setup that I have here, a side handle right in the center of gravity, and my hand right on the lens. Boom, turn this on. And that's how stable it gets, right? And this is me deliberately. If I were to just kind of tuck my elbows in a little bit and just hold still, this is me holding still. Now, if I zoom in all the way, I'm zooming into say 400. Turn all the way to 400. Boom. So this is 400. Move back a little bit, and like I am like even at 400 millimeters, this thing is able to capture images and keep it stable at just about arm's length, which is just absolutely mind-blowing and completely ridiculous. That was the first thing that took me by surprise, was the just how well the stabilization worked. Now, the thing that made me realize how special this lens is was the moment I was able to capture the sunset. My sister-in-law and her family, they were visiting us from Denver, and we decided to go out to the park. One of the challenges that some might argue that it's not a very good low light lens. So fastest aperture on this lens is 4.5. And what that means is you could assume that in a low light scenario, indoor setting, evening or nighttime, incandescent tungsten style lighting, it may not give you the best image. However,
हम क्या करते थे वो prickly heat वो चलता है अब तो बहुत better असली दाने मुसीबत होती थी I never knew what it
No.
हम लोग एक लाख
देखते भी देखा जो मैंने कहा black cow so I should be one.
I said what you pick, that is you. So you're black.
But you didn't say कि आप नहीं खोले.
ठीक है
practice
दादी एक आप ये लगी मैं बताता हूँ ये लगी यहाँ से ये इसको लगी ये इसको उधर करेगी ये यहाँ से इधर ये अंदर ये
चलो बस
सीधा मारो
एक काम करो स्ट्राइकर को ना 45 डिग्री रोटेट करो
है ना
ये भी ठीक
मीडियम प्रैक्टिस गेम है कोई सी भी कोड को मार दें प्रैक्टिस ही तो कर रहे हैं जल्दी क्या नहीं
चलो जा रही थी
ये तो नहीं काली थी अच्छा वो
काले जा रही थी
ये तो प्रैक्टिस गेम
okay no Bhaiya wants to do team for white and white versus
It is my word.
वहाँ किस में मिलता है
बस ठीक है यार अभी प्रैक्टिस गेम में करते हैं
ये दवाई के लिए यूज करते हैं
खेत धोने वाले के लिए
Can we use baby powder?
No, baby powder gets
अंदर
rough.
थी बाहर आ गई
That's white.
नहीं बाहरी
क्या वैसे कैसे
मैं क्या यार वो कोशिश बहुत कर रहे हैं
Bhaiya का focus कहीं और जाएगा
ये बागा कटनी ज़्यादा सामान है
ये निकाल दो
वो जा रही है
But you don't know.
ये हटाना है.
Okay, do what you think will work.
Boom!
You understand?
I got the money shot.
भैया बहुत जोर से मारते हैं, इससे भैया का दिमाग बहुत अच्छा होगा.
Power in that.
Good shot.
Come back!
तुक्का था.
I'm not against you. I'm not on your
What's going on
team.
between you?
I don't
खेल
know.
कौन सा रही थी यही कौन
आज
सी
क्या हुआ है
क्या
सुपर
हुआ मेमोराइज के बीच में क्या हुआ आज? तेरी सीढ़ी तो मार लो.
लग तो गई at least. भैया यहाँ.
जाएगी.
Alright, sir. Oh, you. Oh.
ये क्या बदतमीजी है? So दिया है
अबे वहाँ जाने वाली है
Very soft.
जोर से मारो
Sean was it? याद है कि वहाँ
जितनी पावर है जोर से पूरी बचाएगा.
बहुत जोर से नहीं. भैया बहुत पावर. Oh, that was beautiful though.
पावर कम कर लिया था.
जवाब तो जाएगी.
जाना चाहिए यार.
Extra का
Yeah.
second
I'll
shot.
get this one.
Go.
Enjoy कर दिन दोनों की बड़ा अच्छा हुआ.
Basically stayed between 100 to 135 millimeters because, when you're in a tight space, like a living room, like an average living room in an apartment, then the amount of, you don't need that much reach. Now, the thing that I was most interested in also at the end was seeing how well this thing performs against a telescope. And so if you want to catch the full video of this versus the telescope, I'm going to link it up in, wherever the pop-up comes up on YouTube. And, but fundamentally, the fact that I was able to capture Saturn with this bad boy is just amazing.
There we go. There's Saturn right there. Yo. Do I see the rings? Oh my God, I see the rings. Those are the rings of Saturn. Holy moly. I see the rings of Saturn. That is so cool. Oh my God. Yo. That is amazing. Oh, that thing is just sliding away. Don't slide away yet. I still gotta get you on the telescope. Oh my God.
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how I captured Saturn and the moon, it was essentially this thing right here. This is an extender, 1.4x extender. What this does is it basically multiplies the reach. If you take 400, multiply by 1.4x. Now, this camera, it's a 2x crop, right? So if it's 400 millimeter on a full frame, and this is a full frame lens, by the way, if I forgot to mention, add this to a 2x crop, it becomes an 800 millimeter lens. 800 millimeters times 1.4 is 1,120 millimeters, and add an additional 1.4x crop to that because I can do I can basically punch in again into the sensor. So this becomes a 1,568 millimeter lens, and then on top of that, I can zoom in 2x or 4x digitally, and it gives me basically it becomes a telescope, very expensive telescope, but still it becomes a telescope with which you can take photos, videos, celestial objects, and whatnot. And for that reason alone, I feel like something like this is worth at least saving up for to have in your arsenal. But yeah, I mean, this has been an amazing lens, and I think one of the things that it forced me to do was find a solution on how to work with this, right? And using the ball head with this right here, just it's like a $7 or $10 pistol grip, and the ball head you could probably get for like 15 bucks, mounted to a tripod collar, and you're good to go. And literally like this, I could run around with this, and it's not a problem at all. So yeah, I mean, this is something to consider if you are looking to operate a lens like this handheld, especially for video. Granted, you've got some image stabilization built into the lens. So yeah, this is my first impressions, 1 week review of this lens. I had purchased a week rental of this thing, but because of bad weather, I was not able to get out, and not bad weather, but it was just really cloudy and it was overcast and whatnot. Couldn't see the stars, couldn't see the moon. I really wanted to do that, and so I tried purchasing a 1-day extension on my 1 week rental, and for whatever reason the transaction didn't go through. So I called them up like, hey, look, I didn't go through, let me go ahead and see if you can help me with that. And so we extended it for 1 day. And I'm like, if you're gonna charge, like, let me know if you're gonna charge the same card. They're like, nope, it's on the house. Awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome, and keep up the great work. Looking forward to many more future lens rentals. And if you're looking to consider renting, I would say go ahead and do lens rental. Doesn't matter where you are in the country, they'll ship it to you. So what they do is they ship you a box just like this, right? The thing opens up and you put your lens inside, and they even give you a return label and some extra tape that you can put to reseal the box that the package came in. So if you're looking to rent, go ahead and check out lensrentals.com. They do have what's it called? If you rent from them, if you want to use, you can use the affiliate link. There might be some sort of discount. And if you do use that link, I'll get like an extra discount on my next rental. So that would be cool. Would be much appreciated. So go check that out. Let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you benefited. I think this lens was a dream. And looking forward to checking out some more stuff in the future, 2021 and beyond. I'll see you soon.